Meet Bonnie Truax. She retired at 43 with her husband, and now they travel the world having adventures the rest of us can only dream about.
So what? My family's rich too.
Except that's not the case for Bonnie.
Growing up, my family actually earned below the poverty level. I started out with a bunch of side hustles at the age of 14, saved enough to put myself through college.
Now you may be thinking, Bonnie graduated college and walked into a six-figure job, but you'd be wrong.
I started my career entry level, moving from job to job. Until I was about 30, I was still only making 20 to 30K a year. Like any young person, I started out with my fair share of financial mistakes.
Bonnie and her husband Trin lived frugally for many years, living off about 25% of their income and putting the rest into savings.
The cool thing is that when you start saving, it just starts accumulating.
They started buying real estate foreclosures, fixing them up, and renting them out. Home after home, like a real-life game of Monopoly, they reached a point where they could retire off their rental income. Too young for retirement homes, they sold everything they owned and started traveling the world.
We've been traveling about 2.5 years, and we don't have any plans of stopping anytime soon.
Bonnie and Trin are part of a movement called F.I.R.E, Financial Independence Retire Early, except they didn't actually know it.
We didn't actually find out about the FIRE movement until we were already retired. I found out about it last year. It was cool to finally have a name for what we were doing, and it was nice to have an online community of like-minded people.
Most couples who travel fit into one of three archetypes.
You've got your young backpackers who throw caution to the wind when it comes to money. They prioritize life and having one-of-a-kind experiences while they're young ahead of financial planning. Then you've got your retirees who worked hard for many years and put travel on hold to build their nest egg. They're older, wiser, and rightfully a little slower. But what they lack in youth, they make up for in financial stability, which opens the door to a different kind of travel. Lastly, you've got your influencers who travel the world in luxury and style, portraying the dream life on their Instagrams. No one knows where they get their money from or if they've really got any, but they certainly look like they're having a great time.
Today, we're talking about a fourth type of traveler, who you don't usually see up and coming as much because, well, they're typically at the house eating a home-cooked dinner. We'll call these travelers the happy medium travelers.
We found a happy and comfortable level of living and just didn't increase it as our salaries increased. And eventually we had enough savings that we could live our dream of traveling the world.
This is the story of delayed gratification, financial freedom, and world travel in bodies that aren't quite in their 20s, but still young and able enough to tackle the most physically challenging adventures around the world.
No matter what background you have, it's never too late to make tomorrow better. Spend only on the things you enjoy most. Save the rest. Save for your dreams, or at least a bit more freedom.